Hello and welcome back to my second Sorcerer Fighting Simulator video. In this video I will be showing you all the training areas and how to get to them from spawn. So I'm not going to make this intro very long, I'm just going to get right into the video. Alright, so first areas I'm going to show you is the endurance areas. The first area is going to be right here in spawn. It is the yoga class, and it requires 500 durability, or endurance, my bad. I'm used to anime fighting simulator. It needs 500 endurance, and it gives a 2x multiplier. For the 150,000 durability area, you'll want to come straight out the front of spawn, go all the way down to the end of the road. You don't need to make any turns, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so once you're down here, you'll see some terrain going downhill. You'll want to turn on this. Down here at the beach, you will see a coal patch. This needs 150,000 durability, and it gives a 10x multiplier. For the third durability area, you'll want to go through the boss arena instead of through the front of spawn. Once you're through here, you'll see a station sign. Go towards there. Once you pass it, keep going. Jump down from the road into the nuclear power plant, all the way down to the beach. And then once you're down here, you'll want to continue over to this small little island in the distance. This area is the radiation zone. It needs 15 million durability, and it gives a 25x multiplier. For the last durability area, this one is pretty well hidden. You'll want to come straight out of spawn, through the boss arena once again. And once you come through here, keep on going straight. You want to stay on the edge following this rail, or the barrier, if you want to call it that. I'll just call it a fence. So you'll want to just keep following this fence along the road. And once you get down here, you'll want to just jump off as soon as the road starts going downhill. Head down to the beach. Once you're down here, just turn around. And there you go, the cave. This area is the ice cave. It requires 500 million durability, or endurance, I'm sorry once again, and it gives a 100x multiplier. Now on to the magics. So first up, we're going to start with the basics. We've got fire and brawler areas. The first one is right here in spawn. You need 500 fire and 500 brawler, and it gives a 2x multiplier. For the next area, you're going to want to come right up here to the front of spawn and just exit through the front. You'll take the first right that you see and continue on this road until you get to the lake. Alright, so once you see the lake, you'll want to take a left at this second turn. Once you're on this road, just keep on running down until the very end, and you'll see a very large sign that says gym on it. That's where you'll want to go. Alright, so you see here, this gym. It's got really big letters, and you can't miss it. Once you get here, you'll need 150,000 fire and brawler, and it gives a 10x multiplier. For the next fire and brawler training area, you'll want to come straight out of spawn, but instead of turning right, you'll want to turn left at the first turn. Once you go here, keep on going, and don't turn again, just jump straight off this edge of the map onto the beach. Once you're down here, you'll see some rocks. Continue through those. Once you get down here, you'll see a little path that leads to a volcano, and that's where you'll want to go. Alright, so once you get up here, you will need 15 million on Fire and Brawler, and it gives a 25 times multiplier. For the final Fire and Brawler area, you'll want to come straight out of the entrance of spawn, and not go to the front, but instead go through the boss arena. So you want to just run through here, and continue on a straight path. Once you get to the edge here, just jump on down, and in the distance you'll see an orb with a rail leading to it. Just take that rail, and you'll be right where you need to be. Alright, this is the Chaos Orb. It requires 500 million Fire and Brawler, and it gives a 100 times multiplier. Now that we've finished with Fire and Brawler, we have Healer and Water. Now the first area for Healer and Water is once again in spawn, but instead of to the right, it's to the left, and we have the Healing Fountain, which needs 500 on each, and it gives a 2 times multiplier. For the next Water and Healer area, you'll want to come straight out of spawn. We've passed this once before, but you'll want to make a right here, and then continue on until you reach the lake. And instead of turning again, we'll want to stop at the lake. So here we are. The support ship, which requires 150,000 on each stat and gives a 10 times multiplier. For the third Water and Healer area, this one is in a little bit of a trickier spot. You'll want to come straight out the front of spawn, and you'll go straight forward. You'll just continue on. Alright, so once you're down here, you'll want to take this left in between the yellow and blue building, or gray, and just come up this ramp, and then use V to slide under here. And here we have the Spirit Crystals, which requires 15 million on each, and gives a 25 times multiplier. Also, another way to get to this area, you could just wait until you get to the end of the uphill and turn here. But the reason I showed you the other area is because it is a little bit faster, and if you're in a hurry, you'll definitely want to use this direction. For the last Water and Healer area, you'll want to come to the back of spawn instead of the front, and just climb up any of these walls. So once you're over this wall, you will see some rocks in the distance. You'll want to head towards those. Alright, so once you've reached these rocks, continue on, and you'll see some steam in the distance coming from the water. Head over to that, and that's where your training area will be. Here we have the waterfall with 500 million on each stat, and it gives a 100 times multiplier. Last up, we have lightning and plasma. The first training area for this, you'll want to come through the item shop. So just head through here and go straight forward. Now, as you can see, there's a big hole here where the Dimension Reaper spawned. Normally you could just run across here, but if this does happen to spawn, just run around it. Once you're down here, you will see a Ion Tesla, which needs 500 on each stat and gives a 2 times multiplier. Next up for lightning and plasma, you'll want to come to the back of spawn. You can go on either side, but just get over these walls. And then once you're over these walls, if your graphics are up really high, you'll see a pink tunnel or pink tube in the distance, which is more of a pipe. I'm sorry, I can't talk. But you'll want to head over to that. Just run across this rock bridge, and at the end you'll have to cross a river and then go up a wall. Alright, so now that I've crossed the river, you'll want to just climb up this wall here. And once you've reached the top, your training area should be right there. Alright, so here it is. We have the energy tower, which needs 150,000 on lightning and plasma, and it gives a 10 times multiplier. Now for the third area, you'll want to come this way from the back of spawn, just climb over this wall. And you'll want to go the same direction that we went to the waterfall. Alright, so instead of going past the rocks, you'll want to stop at the rocks. Go ahead and climb up these walls and get to the very top. And here you will find the encased power, which needs 15 million on each stat and gives a 25 times multiplier. And now for the very last training area, and which is one of the most hidden training areas and the hardest to find according to the community. You'll want to come straight out the back of spawn here, climb up this wall, and then go straight back as far as you can. You'll want to cross the bridge, and once you even get to the energy tower, you'll want to keep on going. Alright, so once you're up here to the energy tower, you'll want to just keep going this way, take a slight left, and you'll see in the distance a purple pond. This area is called the purple pond, as I just said. It requires 500 million on each stat, and it gives a 100 times multiplier. Anyways, I know this video was short. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you. If you have any suggestions for future videos on Sorcerer Fighting Simulator, definitely leave them in the comments. And also stay tuned for my next video, which will be me showcasing all of the spirits and their abilities. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.